TYM T264. Wanted to talk a little bit about the backhoe attachment. Any of you that have the backhoe attachment for this machine know that it's very sloppy and just a very poor design. So I'm going to show you a little video here of how sloppy that was. So hang on. Video, you can see how sloppy and worn out it is. The bushing's already worn out in the frame, so it needed a lot of work to get it back up into working order. TYM said that they'll just warranty the pin, they'll replace the pin or pay for a certified welder to fix the crack on it. But I told my dealer that's not going to help anything. It's just going to be worn out again in another couple hours and something else is going to break. Swing cylinders might go bad, something like that. So we needed a better fix. Okay, so here's our better fix. Took and made a half-inch piece of steel, put a bend in it to be able to sandwich this. The bushing was originally in this piece, so I didn't want to go above, being that the bushing and the shim and everything were in this piece, so I wanted to sandwich this. So like I said, this is a piece of 1/2 inch. I had to make a longer pin. That pin is 4 inches long now. It's 1 9/16" pin. Drilled out for the grease fitting. Had to drill the whole way down through the pin and out through the side and recess the grease joint. We did reuse this piece. We put the pin in the lathe and cut that weld out, that we were able to still utilize that piece. Then also made a 1/8 inch spacer for on top of that bushing to keep this down as far as we can, because if you can see down here, we used a piece of 3/8 inch plate. There's not much room here because of this swing cylinder. I actually had to notch out the side of the boom housing a little bit so it didn't hit this 3/8 inch plate. That pin on the bottom, originally was we made it 3.5. It was too long. We cut about 1/4 inch off, so it's pretty much a little over 3 inches, 3 1/4 inches to make that work. And again, there's not much clearance between the cylinder and that plate, but definitely a strong setup now. Works really well. I'll fire it up here and show you how all that slop is gone. I also had to weld in that bushing because just in that short amount of time, maybe 10 hours on the machine, that bushing was real loose in here. So we had to put 4 pretty good welds around there to keep that bushing in place. And then we did the same for the bottom. I don't know if you can see that or not, but we did. And it really stiffened it up very well. If I wouldn't have done this, probably another 10 more hours, other things would have broke and bent. I know this cylinder, this is tight in here, so with that extra slop, something would have given way. Seal probably been out of the cylinder or something. So, but all in all, it's a couple hour fix. A lot of making up the plates, and then probably about 4 or 5 hours installing everything. So I'll show you a video on how it works now. I'll show you how little play is in there now. So it just moves a little bit. Compared to that first video I showed you. It's really good. See how tight it is in there. I also had to grind this out because it was hitting this plate. You can see how close it is in there. Long. Definitely a lot better now. take a lot of notch out of this plate to make it clear this, but still hitting a little bit. I'm not too worried about it. I'll grind a little bit of that off so it doesn't hit at all. But, definitely a lot better than what it was. Problem is they made it so tight in there. And there's lots of room. There's a pretty good bushing down here and up here in this area. So it wouldn't have to be that way if they were to redesign this whole thing right here. If they'd redesign that to make this work better, that'd be great. But this is definitely a good fix. It's going to last a lifetime now. Wraps up the backhoe improvement for the TYM T264, and that's the BY200 attachment, the backhoe attachment. So yeah, this it's working out very well for me. Hopefully this can help some of you if you want to improve how your machine and how long it'll last. Maybe TYM will come out with an improvement. That'd be great. We'll have to wait and see. So I needed it right away. I needed it sooner than later. So that's why it's done. So yeah, please like, comment, share, and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks for watching.